What's up, Cookie Bros? My name is Cookie Dough. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. Today we're going to be doing a super simple Live2D hair physics tutorial for people who are super lazy like I am. Now first off, if you're wondering, Cookie, you sound a little stuffy. That's because I'm sick. Why am I sick? I don't know. I keep getting sick, and I don't know why I keep getting sick, but I keep getting sick. So enjoy the sick video, I guess. Alright, as you can see here, I have this lovely little strand of hair, all nice and rigged and fancy, bouncy looking. So I'm gonna teach you how I did this. It's super simple, super easy. But yeah, let's get into it. So starting with this, I went ahead and re-imported the hair strand file into Live2D, so I can show you guys how to do it from square one. So what we're going to do first, obviously, we're going to pop this bad boy into the texture atlas, and auto mesh for now, because that's easy enough for this tutorial. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and make our warp deformers. We're going to call the first one 1, because that's easy enough. And then reselect that base, the hair layer, and call it 2. And then again, you want to reselect the hair and make a new one on top of it and call it 3. The reason why we don't have 3 on top is because we want 1 to move first, so it can move from top down to the bottom, just like hair normally does. So next we're going to make our parameters. We're going to call this one x1, and we're going to make it a blend shape layer. I'll explain why later. And we're going to set our keyframes, and then we're going to select this chunk of hair and just turn it. And if you hold down shift, you can move it very easily like that, and it will look like it's in the same spot. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and shift this part a little bit just so it looks like it's still connected properly instead of like it is a broken arm. I'm going to go ahead and reflect that motion also. And so now it looks like this. I think that looks very nice. So we're going to go ahead and select the second warp deformer. Very important that you don't forget to select the second warp deformer, because we want everything to move properly and we don't all want it to move at once. I'll explain more about that later. So we're going to call it x2, and then click that blend shape again, and we're going to select this part this time and do the exact same thing, but less dramatic, because we don't want it to look the same heaviness all the way through, because hair, how it works is it's heavier at the top because it's moving more, but the ends of it are lighter because it is moving less. So we're going to apply that same logic here, and then do something like this, and we can go ahead and reflect that because I think that looks just fine. And then select that third warp deformer and do this exact same thing, and we'll call it x3 and blend shape. And we're going to select the very end of the hair this time, and remember to make it less dramatic than the one before so it doesn't look weird. I think I could do a little more. That should be good. Reflect motion, and see, that looks pretty good. So we got this one, we got this one, and we got this one. So after that, we're going to go up to the modeling tab and hit on physics, click on physics settings, and then we're going to add a new group. We're going to call it X Physics, if I can spell. We'll add 3 pendulums because we have 3 points that we want to move. Click on angle X and angle Z. And you want to make both of those 100% effectiveness. And then we're going to add our 3 parameters here. And we are going to increase the output until we find something that looks good. We don't want it to look too crazy, otherwise it'll look a little wonky. I think this, how it is now, looks pretty good. I think this is pretty good. So we'll go with this for now. And you see how it goes from top down to the bottom. Each point kind of moves individually, so it looks more flowy and more less like a chunk and more like a strand of hair. And then we're gonna basically do the same thing for the Y physics. So we're gonna click on that first warp deformer again. We're gonna make this new parameter and call it Y1, and also make it a blend shape. I did not make that a blend shape, so we'll try that again and make it a blend shape. Alright, and don't forget to set the keyforms. And for Y, it is a little different than X. So instead of going side to side, you're going up and down. So if you know anything about basic animation, the first thing you learn how to do is animate a ball. And you learn about the squish and stretch effects. So when it hits the ground, it squishes out. And when it bounces up, it squishes in. Or, wait. You know, I think you know what I mean. It's been a while. But, so we're gonna apply that to the hair. When it goes up, we're going to squish it in. Like this. And when it goes out, when it goes down, we're going to stretch it out. Like this. See? I think that looks pretty good. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Again, we're gonna do that 2 more times. Just like we did with the other ones, with the X physics. And same thing, the lower it goes down on the X, the less dramatic we're gonna squash it on Y. So we're gonna bring it up. And then I'm actually going to, instead of using this point this time, I'm going to use this point right here. And same deal as the other way. I'm going to use this point here. And see, it kind of moves at the same height as the X2. And then we're going to do the same with the Y3. Blend shape. And then we will, for this one, I'm just going to move the bottom points. And there we go. So that's the Y physics rigging all done. So now we're going to go back up to the modeling tab and you click on physics settings and make a new group. We're going to call it Y physics. I cannot spell. Y physics. Again, since we have 3 points, we're going to make 3 pendulums. And instead of clicking angle X, we're going to click angle Y. And we're also going to click angle Z again and make it 100% effective. And same deal. We're going to add Y1, Y2, Y3. And increase the output until we find something that looks good. See, that's a little too much. So I'm going to decrease it a little bit. And I think this actually looks pretty good. And after this, you're pretty much done with that strand of hair. Obviously, you can keep tampering with it. You can keep adjusting things how you want. I think for the sake of the tutorial, though, I think this looks pretty good. And that's pretty much all it is. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. If you're lazy like me, this could be a really great way for you to rig the hair. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you found this helpful, feel free to leave a like and comment what kind of tutorials you'd like to see down below. If you want to see any more tutorials from me, let me know what kind you want to see from me and I'll see about doing it for you. Also, if you like this video, feel free to subscribe. It really helps me out and I would appreciate it so much, and you become part of the Cookie Bros. So yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all I had to show you guys today. So thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!